Hello everybody, Namaste. It's me, Mr. Damodar Panthi, an English teacher of Kalika Management Secondary School, Butawal. Today I am here in front of you to discuss about one of the text of class 9 English, the scene text that comes under Unit 11 of your English book. Students, be ready to listen it and take the notes with this, and further do the exercises as well. And in this text you can see there, that is I have mentioned you, that is in unit 11. The topic is dumpling, my favorite food. You can see different pictures also. By now you might have understood dumpling means mama. We commonly use this word mama here in Nepal, and we Nepalese people are much fond of this food item, food stuff. And the writer here is also mentioning that what is dumpling and how fond he is, how attracted towards dumplings, or how enchanted toward dumplings or mama is. We can know that after reading the text. The text is divided into four different paragraphs, and in those four paragraphs, the writer has told the different aspects of mama as well as his feelings towards it. In the first paragraph, you see there the writer starts the introductory part of his text. That is, I am reading from here in the text sheet. And before starting the text, some of the difficult words that are used in this text, I have used a different color, red color, you can see there. And later on, after finishing the text here, in one slide, I have given about the word meanings also. The meanings of those difficult words, that also. And the text starts like this: are you fond of eating? With a question, he starts this, and further he says, the world is filled with many varieties of foods. Each individual is unique on the basis of their taste. People like different food items at different times and occasions according to their culture, tradition, and places they live in. As I belong to Nepal and observe its many cultures, I enjoy different food items. Among them is dumpling, which is called mama in Nepali. The first paragraph. Yes, the writer says. He starts with a question and further he talks about that. Or he gives himself the meaning. It is a technique also. And the world is filled with many varieties of food. Yes, in around the world there are thousands of varieties of food, and the people, the millions, billions of people are there, and they also do have their own taste. Unique taste is there. A separate taste is there. Just like if you ask me, I have some unique taste of food, and some other person in front of me, you are there, you also have different taste of food. And some person may think that mama is best, and some other person may think that some other thing is best, and this way we have different taste of food. And is the writer has mentioned here, we people are from different places, we people are from different countries, and we people observe different uh, cultures, different traditions, and we have different occasions also. And according to our culture, our tradition, and according to the different occasions, we have different varieties of food. We people, Nepal people also, and the foreigners also, all people have different varieties. And here he means to say that occasions, especially occasions, you remember this. Occasions means different uh, festivals or different times. According to the times, we have different food items. So like in dosa, we have different food items. In TR, we have different food items. In Maghe Sakranti, we have different food items. In Holi, we have different food items. Yes, that means different occasions have different food items. And further, he says that as I belong to Nepal and observe its many cultures. Yes, Nepal, he is a Nepalese citizen, and he has observed or he has been observing different cultures of Nepal. Yes, Nepal has different cultures. Yes, unity in diversity you have studied, and diversity is there in uh, observing cultures also. And among them, he further says, I enjoy different food items. Among them is dumpling, which is called mama in Nepali. Yes, and among those items, those food items of Nepal from different cultures, and the writer likes mama. His best food is mama. He says this clearly in his first paragraph. Now, further in second paragraph, he further says that he has categorized mama also, and those categories also have been further divided into different types. And see, the second paragraph starts like this. Generally, mama is categorized into two types, veg and non-veg. Veg mama, non-veg mama, we say. There are varieties of vegetable dumplings like paneer, mixed vegetable, and so on. Yes, first of all, the categories, two categories are there. One is veg category and another category is non-veg category. And under vegetable category also, under veg category also, there are different types like paneer. If paneer is used in vegetable, paneer veg or paneer mama. If other mixed items of vegetables are used there, mixed vegetable mama also we say. And similarly, non-vegetable dumplings come in a long list of varieties. Non-vegetable means the mama that uses meat of some animal or birds. Like that, what kind of animal or what animal's meat is used there? The category or the type comes under that. See here, like chicken, chicken mama, buff, buff mama, pork, pork mama, mutton mama, fish mama, and so on. Mamas are served with pickles, chutney in Nepali. Yes, because when we hear this word or when we read this word, a kind of taste comes in our mouth. Our mouth starts watering with pickles and mama and pickles. See, these both are served together, and soup also is there. And if these three things are there, mama is really a heavenly thing that we enjoy. So that the writer has talked about the same thing. Mamas are served with pickles, which enrich the taste. Many varieties of pickles like tomato pickle, chili, peanut, and other types are served with it. Yes, within pickles also, different varieties are there. And pickles enrich the taste of mama. Yes, the add the taste in mama. Yes, if mama is separately taken, its taste is different. But when we mix pickle in it, really an extraordinary taste comes there. Yes, the hot mama with pickle. Yes, students, you might have watered your mouth as well. Yes, further, the writer goes on saying or goes on writing there. Basically, I enjoy mama a lot. Yes, he belongs to my category. I also do the same. Yes, the writer enjoys mama a lot. He is too much fond of mama. And further, he says what kind of things he has talked here, and we can draw a picture of this writer also. how fond he is towards mom, how attracted or how enchanted towards mama he is. And from the inner heart, he has expressed every detail of mama, or every detail of his feeling and thought towards mom. In fact, the second sentence of this paragraph, in fact, I enjoy it so much that I don't like to share it, not even with my brother. See how he says this. He doesn't like to share his feeling towards mom here. How much? He just simply closes his eyes and feels inside there, inside his heart there. And the taste of mama just fills the whole body, enchants his whole body like that. And this he he doesn't want to share also, or he can't share also. Even in words he cannot express. Yes. And further he says, people think of it as junk food, but I don't think so. It is because we can make it healthy if we want. Yes. These two sentences. Yes. We generally tell momo, chow mein, etc. as junk food. Yes, obviously, if we take such items on the roadside push carts, roadside hotels, restaurants where hygiene is not maintained, it is so. It is a junk food. But we can make mama healthy as well. If we make mama at our home using the healthy ingredients, making it in the healthy way, maintaining the hygienic manner, we can make it healthy also. So that the writer says that it is a healthy food as well. Or we can just remove the tag of junk food from mama by making it healthy. I am fond of it, further he says. I am fond of it as I can choose from many varieties of it. When it is served hot, it tastes the best. As within mama also, there are different varieties. So like we have come reading that even non-veg mamas are there, veg mamas are there, and within non-veg veg mamas also, how they are served. Just like some are served steamed, some are served liquid, liquid mama, some are served fry mama, etc. And they differ in the taste. Some people may like steamed mama, some people may like fry mama, some people may like liquid mama, etc. Like that. He says that. Yes, we can choose many varieties from mama. And next sentence, when it is served hot, it tastes the best. As I adore the variety in general, I like the stunning smell of all the different types. Yes, and the mama itself is best for him. So that what variety is there in front of him, he doesn't mind that. Yes, the smell that comes, the stunning smell, that moving smell, isn't it? The overwhelming smell of mama just moves him, and he just goes on eating mama. And the last paragraph, last sentence here he has told, the smell of spices, ginger, coriander, onion, chili, oil, and garlic always waters my mouth. See, all these things, all these stuff he has mentioned here, not to water his mouth only, even he has watered our mouth also. When we are reading this, how strongly he has used the words, how he has combined the thoughts and combined his feelings, that not only he has water in his mouth, we also have water in our mouth. We also have the vision in our mind that in front of there is a table, and on the table there is a plate of mama, and with its chutney, spices, and we are just tasting it, or we are just smelling it, watering in our mouth. He says that. And really, such feeling is there with me too. And in the next paragraph, further he says, He further goes on talking about mama, its taste, its shape, its size, and its tempting appearance. Whenever I pass the restaurants which serve mama, I remember the delicious meat taste. Yes. Even looking at the restaurants, the door of the restaurants, he just remember the delicious and yummy taste of mama. He doesn't need to have mama in front of him. Just the door of restaurant makes him feel that he is in front of mama or he is having mama. Different shapes, white skin, smooth surface, and tempting appearance can attract any eye. Not his eye only, any eye, any person's eye. How attractive mama is. Yes, it is tasty, it is delicious, it smells much good, and its appearance also is tempting, attractive appearance. It attracts us with its shape also. From a distance also, we are attracted towards it. The best part is that when we eat, pickle oozes out. Yes, when we are sitting and eating mama, pickle oozes out. Oozing means that the liquid stuff or liquid portion comes out from its solid portion. As suppose in your mouth there is a piece of mama and you just squeeze it with your teeth or you sink your teeth inside it, the liquid portion or the chutney, pickle, and other liquid that comes out from it and that fills our mouth, that is given here. When I sink my teeth into it, crush stuff inside, spices, onion, and fat, I feel I am in heaven. See, he he has explained the shape, size, taste, and smell of momo in very much fascinating ways. Yeah, that he's in heaven. See, when he takes momo, I can eat three plates in a single sitting, even though I know I will have a stomachache afterwards. See, he talks like this, as he knows eating more that our stomach cannot digest. He knows that, but also how how much he is tempted towards mama, that how much he is attracted towards mama, or how fond he is to mama, that if the tasty mama comes up in front of him or a mama comes in front of him, he goes on eating three plates of it in a single sitting, although he knows it may uh, cause him to stomach ache afterwards. He forgets that, or that difficulty he forgets, and he goes on eating them. Yes, and the last paragraph, a short paragraph is given here, and concluding paragraph we can say. Yes, he writes like this. Besides the modern varieties like fried, kua, si, suimai, and mama, with soup, which are best served in different restaurants, are becoming popular day by day. Yes, these are the modern varieties of momo or other items that is given there. He has given here as fried momo, kua, shish, suimai, and these items most commonly used in China, Japan, Korea, etc. in these countries and in Nepal also. These things are there, and in the restaurants where these things are served, they are becoming popular. Yes, these items are becoming popular among the people or among the modern people. And no doubt, last sentence, no doubt, mama lovers like me, he is a mama lover, as like him, are also growing with his growth. Yes, how many varieties of mama are growing, how many types of mama are growing, like that, the mama lovers also are growing. Millions of mama lovers are there around the world, and who are fond of eating mama. He says. Yes, this way he concludes his text. And although the text is short, but it is strong. And with feelings and with thoughts, and that attracts us towards it. And I have told you, it waters our mouth too. And in another slide, I have already told you, I have written the meanings of those words which are difficult. You can see here, unique, its meaning is only one is of its kind or separated from others. Unique was used there. All people are unique in their taste. It was there. Yes, we are separately different. And observe, to follow or practice. We observe Nepalese culture. It is given there. I observe a Nepalese culture. That means I follow Nepalese culture. And buff, the meat item, the like meat of buffalo. That is buff item. Just like buff mama. Pork, meat of pig. If pig's meat is used in mama, that is pork mama. And another word, pickles, vegetable items mixed with spices that are used to enrich taste, and it is called chutney in Nepali. Yes, different vegetable items are used and different spices are used to enrich the taste of not only mama, other food items also. That is pickles. And adore, to love with one's entire heart, love, like, and strong feeling towards it. That is adore. And stunning, amazing, wonderfully good, that attracts us too much, that moves us from inside the heart, and tempting. Another word is there, much attractive and appealing. It makes us, or it draws us towards it. And oozes, leaks out the liquid portion from its solid stuff. I have told you in the text also. And sink, to move or be moved into something. Here, especially in this text, sink means eat or put our teeth on the food stuff. And here, students, after teaching all this text or after finishing this text, you know that the passages have their exercises. And here also I have brought some exercises in this text. And first exercise, or question number 1, that is matching item. Match the following words with their meanings. You can see there 5 words are there, A, B, C, D, E, and these words are from the same text that we have read just now. Occasion, enrich, ooze, cross, stop, and many of them I have already given the meaning. But also you have to match them with the given phrases, given words in the right hand side. Flow slowly, first number. Second number, press or squeeze. Third number, a special time. Fourth number, matter or thing. Fifth number, different. And sixth number, make better. As in left hand side there are 5 items, and in right hand side there are 6 items. That means one item is more there, and which should be removed or which should not be used there, you have to decide yourself. And next one, question number 2. In question number 2, put the following sentences in correct order. Yes, the 6 sentences, they are given from the same text of mama, but they are not in order. How the text has mentioned there, or how the text has developed these ideas, you have to put them in the same way, following the text. And number A, people think mama is a junk food. Number B, mama is categorized into 2 types. Number C, the writer doesn't like to share. Here 2 is missing. The writer doesn't like to share his feelings towards mama, even with his brother. Number D, chicken, beef, pork, mutton, fish, mamas are non-vegetable. Number E, the smell of spices, ginger, coriander, etc. always waters the writer's mouth. Number F, mamas are served with pickles, which enrich the taste. And students, I have told you these sentences, they are not in order as the original text has gone. You have to reorder them and following the text which mentions mama or dumplings. And third question, the last question here, short answer questions are there. Answer the following questions. There are 8 questions, and these all questions are from the same text. And students, you know that uh, in a sense that you can answer these questions also. And question number A, what are the types of momo? Number B, what can we mix in veg momo? Because veg momo, non-veg momo, we have read about that, and the items that we mix also there, they are given there. And number C, what varieties are there in non-veg momo? Non-veg momo has a long list that we have completing. And number D, what is momo served with? That also we have read. Number E, what are the modern varieties of momo? The writer has talked talked about this varieties also. Number F, why doesn't the writer take momo as a junk food? Yes, he has given the reason also. And why we can make momo non-junk food or healthy food, that also he has mentioned that. And why doesn't he take as junk food, that also he has written. And number G, what determines the food that we eat? Yes, observing different cultures and etc he has talked there, right on from there. And last number, what is momo served with? As this also from the text you have to write. And students, at the end, now we have come at the end, and I think I have made you understand the text better, and these questions also might help you understand this. But also, if you have some queries, if you have some confusions, we can share those things to each other. We can interact. We will interact later. There are different medias to interact. We will interact them. And for now, I end this tutorial. And today, at the end of this text, enjoy your text, enjoy your exercises, and even enjoy the taste of mama. And for me, goodbye, namaste.